Okay. I'm going to fold his hand. Ma still has plenty of bluffs here, but super nice one. I think we have better combos that we can call there. I have to shut off the stream in order not to be stream sniped. It's annoying for sure. I'll get rid of the video on YouTube. We're live again. Rake. Probably close this hand. Okay, we should be live again. Good luck from Parasenses, who happens to tune in quite often. Fold this one. Set. stab at the pot. I'm blocking the ace, so that's a good reason to bet. 3 on the turn. Call from Sam. So he's either got a strong ace or a 3, so I think we bet for the full size here. Off to a good start. We got bluffed by Omaha Feroz. I think it's a combination that I can throw away, especially on a run out. If it wasn't a king, I would definitely consider calling, but I'm not sure if I overestimate how important the king is on the river. Junior Mafia saying let's go. Igor is asking what stakes will you play on GG Rush? I'm going to play 1-2 on GG Rush. Hopefully 4 tables, and then I'll just play a couple of thousand hands. I'll teach everyone how to exploit mid stakes for free. The plan for today is to have a relatively long stream, maybe the most watched stream so far. The subs are up already, so it would be great if you guys can chuck in a little like and get some more exposure on the YouTube page. Open from Sam and 3-bet from Moni. This board connects very well to his 3-betting range, so he's probably gonna see bet 100% of the time. Small bet looks super strong. We had the complete air hand there. We got there on the river. We're gonna use this hand as a bluff. When he's good enough to check a couple of strong hands there, but in general this hand is not gonna be good enough. By the river, but it does block the ace, so we still have some outs. These are the hands you want to be looking for as a bluff. Yo yo yo, Omaha Feroz on your left, fasten your seatbelts. Yeah, it's not the best player to have on your left for sure. Biggest PLO winner ever, so hands. Bluff is saying, you mentioned that you've been sorted financially for a long time and you don't need money to live. Does this imply that you are technically a recreational player now? Technically, you're right. I'm a recreational, but my earnings this year would beg to differ. I'm not sure if you can be a recreational player if you're earning a lot of money with poker. That's basically what I am now. Especially since GG stopped hosting high stakes games. For next year, for instance, I'll have a lot of free time on my hands and I'll play some live tournaments and I'll grind on Coinpoker whenever there are big games, but yeah. Potentially becoming a bit more of a hobby next year than as hardcore as it used to be. Bastian is saying only one song on repeat as background music. Should be a playlist. So maybe give it a little bit of time. I fired up the stream for a second time, so maybe it's replaying the same songs, but it should be new songs. So keep me posted on that. Bet by Shank again. Start with a call. The second big bet comes in. I think we still have to call here. We have a drowse, and we do have a mate component in our hand, which oftentimes is pretty important. Kinda tough to represent a hand here. We're representing Jack-9, which is not super common. We have an easy fold here on the river. King Jack 3-3. That's why you're getting here. So rush and cash after this high stakes session. Going to dive into the 1-2 streets. We're going to try and run up a big stack, play extremely exploitatively. If the definition of a profession is something you do to earn a living and recreational is someone who plays mainly for fun, he'd fit better into the later category. At least at this point. I like to tell myself he likes them flops. Again, here we have a nice hand to stab with. We interact with the board quite well. We have the spade, we have the heart, we have some queens with which we can represent a straight. We bet and we get 2 colors. And for imposition checking, it's very important that we either bet with bluffs or with very strong hands, and I think the queens fall in the middle category, where in a perfect world we would like to take them to showdown. Check. Quick and big bet by Sam. Applies a lot of strength. Let's see how balanced Sam is. Call from shank. 10-6. It's a great bluffing hand, and then the shank definitely call is without any pairs on the board. So. Would consider it a light call, but who knows? The naked net flush draw, we're going to check. See another card, hopefully. We have a bet and a call. We're drawing to the nuts, so the more people in the pot, the merrier. What's for dinner tonight, sir? From Juwanjo. I just ate dinner, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another mukbang, but we'll see. We will see. Big bet from Omar Feroz. 10-5. One of the few players that has a lot of bluffs there as well. So if you have a 5 there, you have to pay him off. Don't forget to like the stream and share it with your friends. We're going to go in depth after this session. Some quick poker tips that will hopefully help everyone out in their whatever, in their home game, in their casino game. Nothing too crazy, but hopefully something you guys can work with. So you just play a couple of days a week now. I guess I'm online almost every day, but the action is quite thin at the moment, so yeah. Any plans to play a little smaller or more ACR? Yes, I'm going to mix in more ACR. Hard to listen to the same music for too long. Okay. Something is wrong with the song. Let's see if I can fix it. It's weird. Should be different songs for sure, but simple bet. I have to let this one go, I think. Let's It's a lot of equity. Left and straight. Source. That's funny, it should be bigger. Maybe you guys are right. Loop. Let's see. Should be fixed now. November. I'll get rid of this. Okay, please let me know if everything's working. I'm not sure. I moved the mic volume a little bit, so it might be off now. Let me know. The music should be the right one now. It's 1.5 hours of music looped. Why not take a step? Please let me know if the audio is better now. Sorry if I messed up your ears with the new music. It's a work in progress. Hey Vinny, how are you doing, bro? I'm doing fine, thank you for asking. Very excited and a little bit anxious about Bahamas. One question, Omaha or Gucci Nike, who do you think is better in this moment? All the best. They've battled quite a bit last few months, and I think Gucci took the win quite convincingly. So I put my vote on Gucci. Silly semantics arguments aside, could you share some pro mental game tips? I don't know, man. I've always loved playing poker so much that even in downswings, it's the thing I want to do. Also, being able to play poker for a living makes me feel very lucky in a way. So whenever the runners are not in my favor, I still feel like I'm super blessed. I don't know. How should we size here? It's a good question. I think we can size like this. Target is ace king. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . That's light. That's light. For me, it always helps thinking of my life as being very blessed, very lucky. I've won the lottery already by being born in the Netherlands and having loving parents, a good set of brains. So for me, it's hard to get super mad over losing money in a game that I love to play. I think some people don't realize how lucky they are, how fortunate they've been in their lives, and that can be a bit of a problem. Mic could be a little bit louder. Okay. Getting some feedback from Bastian, always appreciate it. Please let me know if it's okay like this. So yeah, going back and realizing all the things that you are lucky about, it usually helps for me. Of course, I've been through horrible downswings, and it's not great to turn on the computer and have the feeling that you're gonna lose the next 6 all-ins, and then you do, time after time. It's quite demoralizing. But then again, the only thing you can do is study hard, make sure you play in games that you have a big edge in, and just keep on going. Don't play above your means. It's all really basic stuff, but if you follow all those rules, it's hard to fuck it up. I've did in the past, of course. I went broke when I was 19, but raise and a snap re-raise, so we have an easy fold now. But with the raise of Oma for us, it's close. Let's raise up the set of 3s with the redraw. Do you have a system in which you keep track on your study progress? Like, do you write down if you learned new stuff? Wait, let me call this hand. From solvers, if yes, how? No, my study habits are probably not the best to learn from. I've always been quite good at understanding the conclusions you can draw from the solver quite quickly, so I haven't spent that much time in the solvers, I think, compared to my opponents. Or I think if you do good studying 1 hour every day, you can beat most online players. So they're either not studying as much as you think, or they don't process the information as quickly as you think. Check back with our 8. We rivered the full house. Ego, please change the song. I like Wu-Tang, now it's better. Okay. Thanks for the feedback. Oma Frost is a top PLO player. He is one of the best PLO players in the world. Yeah. Bad thing. It sucks that we have the King of Diamonds, but Who knows, maybe my opponents find a hero call. Can you do a video of the Galfond challenge? I'll consider doing it. Robert Poker is tuning in. Hey VVV, good luck tonight. Thank you, sir. Damir Mulalic is saying hi, good luck today. How did last week's session graph look like? Watched all of it in replay. Crazy swings and action. Can see if I can find it for you. Super crazy session indeed. Was it last week or this week? So I can show the graph, but I can tell you 170k up and 75k in EV. So yeah, we managed to turn that one around big time. I remember at the start of the session we were getting completely obliterated, especially in EV. But somehow, some way we found our way back. Shank Defner is saying nice one. Let's see what happens. Not sure, maybe it's an old text. Thanks, would be really cool. Yes, we're on it, Thomas. Youth and Asia, frustrating your pot with Joey still not out. What's up with that? Yeah, Joey's just being very slow. Should have been out a long time already, but it's not been put out yet. So I've talked to Joey about it, and he just told me, I'm sorry, it's just taking longer than anticipated. And that's that. You seem like a really chill, intelligent and emotionally mature person. Have you had any help in the form of therapy or certain relationships that have been key to your well-being? Well, what I did have is people helping me with compartmentalizing, or how do you say it? I'm messing up the word, but to put things in perspective for sure. I'm going to lead here. Quick call by Omar Feroz. Then on the river, I don't think we have another choice than to fire off with the nut straight. It's got the same hand. Nice flat call. So I've had talks with people who would label themselves as coaches, but they're therapists in a way. I think it's good to plan a moment in your week where you think about your mental struggles or the things that are challenging you from reaching your goals, and then taking a moment to upgrade your mental strength, or to find a way around these problems. And it definitely helps if you have someone that understands you. So the guy that I was talking about was a former poker pro, which is nice because he understands a lot of the problems that I have. that turned into a mental coach. So I don't think his official title was a therapist, but I guess it's very close to a therapist. Oh, my rolls with the nuts again. Pick up the aces. I have a lot of people around me that don't mind talking about feelings, so that really helps as well. So my friends, mostly my friends, I wanted to say my family, but my parents are quite closed when it comes to emotions. I think their entire generation has some struggles with opening up. But my friends, I can talk about anything with them, so that really helps too. So I guess they're not charging me for those conversations, but it's close to going to a therapist, I think. Okay, on this board we don't see bet a super high percentage, so I think we can go with a larger size. Nuno is saying both sorts. Thank you, sir. Small session on the high stakes, and then we dive into some mid stakes exploitation. Do you have a great memory? Nothing special, I think. Nothing special. I mean, probably above average, but nothing special if you look at all poker players, probably. Did you ever visit Swiss Geneva? No, I've never been. Looks very cool. The nature there looks absolutely stunning. Let's probably close this hand, especially with two people that love to squeeze behind me. But since we have a big ante in the middle, we want to flip it wide. I think playing poker with antes is becoming almost mandatory. Without antes, it's just too easy to be tight and to hide. With antes on the table, you have to battle for your hands, and it makes the game more enjoyable. And I think in general, tight players are very bad for the game, so I'm a big fan of big antes. What solver would you advise for a newbie? Thanks in advance. Probably start out with either run it once or the training set of Gin Nandes. I mean, the best thing is to work with Monka solver. That's what they base their information on as well. Yeah, we're gonna size for the pot. Like your coin seems to like to hero call me, as he does again. I mean, hard to fold that hand. Start with a limp here. What happened to Omar Froze? He got into a car accident. Quite a severe one, but he's back now, he's back playing. He seems to be as sharp as he was before, so I'm very happy for him. It was looking pretty bad, I think. Okay, so here it's a funny spot. We bet small here with the queens. They can still call worse hands. Are they going to fold straights? I'm not sure, maybe 3-5. But then the upside of this hand is whenever the board pairs, like it does now, my hand is very underrepresented. So he's thinking that I'm mostly betting flushes or mostly flushes, I guess, on the turn. So then when the board pairs, he might bluff me or he might value bet with 7-6. So here we raise for the size of the pot. Off to a hot start. Mini Dragon is tuning in again. Hi Vinny, brother, good game and good luck. Thank you, sir. Van Gogh, who's that? GTO Fish, I'm jealous lol, I spaz on, go on super tilt super often. Being born in a third world hellhole and having a traumatic upbringing probably didn't help, laughing my ass off. Yeah, so these obviously are challenges that I didn't have to cope with, so I have no idea how tough it is to overcome a traumatic upbringing or being born in a third world country. Like, obviously it's quite beneficial if you talk to someone about it, preferably somebody who understands poker as well. I think for the average therapist it's incredibly tough to give feedback on anything poker related. If you want, I can put you in touch with the guy that helped me out and pay for your first session. If that is something that you're interested in. Braven A is saying no 5 card today. Probably not, but if there's good 5 card action, I'll hop into the game. GTO Fish is saying wishing you all the best, Bluff. What's happening with the playlist? Don Karn is saying you can always talk to us, we will listen. Hey, it's nice, boys. Some positivity in the chat. Going to complete here with the deuces. It's a very bad hand, but it's also not common for them to have a deuce, so I'm drawing kind of live. This specific combo is probably a fault, but Sam is in the pot, so I think we can get away with calling a little bit more in the big blind. Full bet for my for-alls. Bluff, not sure what your situation is, but a good place to get support for dealing with the difficulties that life provides is AA, even if you don't drink. Talks a lot about how everyone is driven by their ego, you, me included, and then you get to choose how you want to live after that, after you acknowledge that. Yeah, I had no idea that you can go there without having problems with alcohol. Okay, 153 people tuning in on YouTube. It would be great if you guys hit the stream with a little like. It's good for the exposure. We're going to go for an extra long stream, diving into the mid-stakes today. The hellhole that is called mid-stakes. I've never really enjoyed mid-stakes. It's people play very tight in general. The way to exploit mid-stakes is usually overfolding against bets and overbluffing against checks. Sounds super simple, and it is. But for me, exploiting people by overfolding never felt satisfying. So I think that's one of the reasons I usually struggled at mid-stakes. What happened after box in Rio 2019 about having good memories? Victor Naiden in the chat trying to fuck me up. Whoa, we have a preflop all in here, okay. Jesus, this Omar for guy, he has a special talent. On top of being a gifted player, he also is very good at winning all-ins. Goes to 100k stack. I'll replay the hand. Try to do it here. It's not great. Okay, try to do it here. followed by antes. Let's see, we have a call from Sam, a raise to 900, a call from Omar for okay. A squeeze from Speedy G, 4-bet from Like Your Coins, and then an overcall from Omar for rolls with the 5566, which is probably fine. It's close though. You don't want to hold a pair in general there, but seems like an okay hand where these two guys are probably holding a lot of high cards. Are there people watching the No Limit Hold'em tables on Coinpoker? They have some kind of championship there. Pretty cool initiative to try and motivate the high stakes players to come to Coinpoker after GG Poker closed their doors for the high stakes players. Let's see, Timothy, I'm from India. Hinduism and Buddhism claims that false ego is the underlying cause of all suffering, including greed, hatred, and anger. Timothy is saying that you'll be able to find a local group in your language. It even exists on Telegram, for example, in some places. Softest field site online for mid-stakes, PLO 4 from Von Gugh. I have no idea, sir. I don't play mid-stakes. Today I'm going to play 1-2 for the first time in a long time. What is your opinion about 6-card PLO? It's probably soft because it's relatively new and relatively unsolved. So I think there's big opportunities in those games that are new. But I'm generally not a super big fan. I know 4-card quite well and now 5-card a little bit too, so I feel more comfortable playing those stakes. Vinny, you're gonna fire up some tourneys. I am. Let me see what we have today. We have the 1K, that's on late reg already. And we have the 2K. I'll play both of those. And we're going to play some rush and cash after. So we have a little poll in the chat. Do you guys want just one table of high stakes or should I add the tournament already? Please let me know. The poll will be binding. Okay. It sucks we don't block any pair. I think it's okay to fold here, but who knows? Seven high flush against a small bet. In theory, it's probably a call. Let's find the full house. Honestly, just knowing good people like you exist in the world is already doing wonders for my mental health. Thank you so much for the offer. I really appreciate it. I'm good for now, though. Thanks, man. That really touches me. It's great that you're enjoying this little group of crazy, degenerate gamblers. The offer stands if you change your mind. Derek is tuning in saying hello, good luck today. Bastian is wishing Palav good luck, like all of us do. We have Speedy here on the short stack, so I'm expecting a couple of limb raises, so I'm going to fold this hand. I think it's a fold anyway, but... Too many inside jokes from Victor Knight, and he should come back on stream and tell some stories. I completely agree. He might be on stream next year in January or February. It's very possible. Omar for rolls wins another all-in. What a shocker. Yeah, he's talented in many ways. Would you ever play live full-time? If so, what stakes hours per week? I would never consider a live poker career. But nowadays you have a lot of high stakes PLO tournaments. 6 stops a year or something, roughly. You have 4 Triton stops, you have the WSOP in Vegas, and then you have the PokerGo stops. So I think in total it's 6 or 7. I think that's very doable. It's probably 7 or 8 weeks a year, and that's probably the maximum for me. It's probably the maximum. PLO Hertz is saying kind of rough seat. Good luck, Vinny. This should be interesting. Deep versus Omar for rolls out of position. It's a tough seat for sure. Bastian is saying Vinny just played in Monaco and will probably go to the Bahamas in a few weeks. There is a vlog from Monaco on his YouTube. Yeah, it's a good one. I should put the link in the chat. It was put together by Bastian. Our most successful video so far, so it doesn't hurt if you guys like the live stream as well. We have 170 people watching in on YouTube at the moment. Going to fold the Jack 9 5 6. So here you can watch the vlog from Monaco. High stakes 1 table from Saska 2. Airstock is saying, do you know who I was only 17 is on the hold'em table? I don't know. But it's cool that they're battling, huh? This is some high level shit in the no limit hold'em streets. Should bring a few new eyes to the website as well. We have 5,569 people playing on Coinpoker at the moment. I think that's a potential record. Potentially a new record. Is today the 12-hour low stakes grind you mentioned last week? Not a fan of Tourney, prefer more cash game tables. Jane Huppert is tuning into the stream. One of the 4 females ever that have watched my stream. Eating a sea bass bow and thinking of you. Yeah, unbelievable, making me very jealous. Making me extremely jealous. Let's see. Euthanasia. I'm not gonna play 12 hours today. That was the initial plan, but I'll try to play at least 8 hours and we'll see from there. Yeah, enjoy the Seabass bow, Jin and Dan. Tourney is saying 200, 400 is open. So I guess we have to pay him a visit. Can't find the table. Okay, going to change the setup a little bit. Playing Uncle Tony heads up. Expecting some people to join though, but this hand we're going to bet for 4 streets of value. Yeah. We want to size very big here. And the river 2. Quick call, so guessing he has a straight with 1 flush draw broken and 2 pair. It's a good call. In the long term, probably. Check to check raise here. Oh, we're losing the light. Tony's thinking about it. It's probably a good sign. Goes all in. Let's see how much equity we have. 64%, 100%. Going to do something funny. We only do it at low frequency, but we're going to put in a little raise here. Actually ahead. Those low SPR spots are quite weird sometimes. Here we have the bottom end of the straight. To make a tight fold. Where are we? He had the same hand. Maybe at this SPR we should call, but for us, we'll call once. The same hand here. double suited aces. Limping is definitely an option. Rolls with the super nuts. Flop top pair. Naked though. Tourney with the white c-bet. Chain. Hubert, enjoy from Bastian. Do you mean Dan, the model part-time cook? The chat misses him. Yes, he's bailing on me today. He's bailing on me today. The board is not bailing on me. Flop a full house. That's amazing. Small bet from Tony. No more juicy 4-card app games, all the whales playing 6-card, kind of sad to see. I think the game is quite great for people that play wide ranges, because you don't get punished as heavily as you do on no limit hold'em tables or pot limit Omaha 4-card tables. Tony checks. Go all in. You just have to move very fast to stay still. Hey there, bud. Just subscribed. Cool stream, yo. Thanks. Much appreciated. Please like the stream as well. It's good for the visibility. Throw in a little sub. It's free. Tony. Omafro's getting a lot of love and he deserves it. I played Ilari Samahi Sigmund at 1-2 6 cards on stars lately. 1-2 $1-2 or 100-200. You get a like for that one, bravo. I was only 17 is Barack Wisbrot apparently. Thanks for the stream, man. From Henry Kate. Ripping it with deuces and being right 1000% of the time. Thank you, sir. That's what we do here on stream. We rip it in with the deuces and we are right. Almost 200 people tuning in. Let's pump up the stream and make it a special one before I head off to the Bahamas. Tony's saying I'm fucked up but real. That might be true. How to go is fake joining the table. So this hand, it's very close. It's very disconnected and it's double suited, which is the only good quality it has, but the suits are quite low. So to play a four-way pot, I think is not advisable. Should be very close though with the ante in the middle, but I think it's okay to fold. Queen high flush against the king high flush. Tourney G with the min open. Let's see if Omar Frols is coming to Bahamas. Only $1, $2. Yeah, it's a crazy swing that Ellery has been on. He probably has had the most crazy spending habits too when he was winning the money. It's very hard to stay grounded when you win millions with poker, and then whenever you start losing money you still have the same spending habits. Been quiet on this table, but this is a hand that we can open. More Frols and Tourney G all in. Finds another rebuy, Tourney. Sam leaves. GG for this table. And raise from Tourney. Gets the job done. Holding the 5. Limp the button. We're going to respect the grind and jump into the 1K if we can. Have to respect the grinds. Respect and grind, jumping into the 1K tournament on Coinpoker. So Tennis is saying, hi champ, how would you define the beauty of the game PLO? What is What is it exactly that makes it an everlasting joy for you? Oh, super tough question. I think it's good to compare it to chess or a game of football, where the task is extremely simple, but the way to get there can be extremely detailed and extremely hard. So some people would say, how can you watch the same game of football every weekend? But then people who watch football and enjoy watching it and enjoy the tactics of the game, the intricacies of the players, they understand what it is about. Flop a set of fives. Don't know if we want to raise here or just call. I think just call. Check from Omar for rolls. Bet the fives for value. No call, but it's a great question. We should write down all the very good questions on the stream, and I have them answered in writing, because I think it's better when I can think about the question a little bit longer and don't have to focus on a 200 forehand game. But it's so funny, right? Because the rules they're quite simple. I've been playing this game for 10 years and I still wake up every day being excited to be able to play Potlimato Maha against other people. I think that's one of the components that makes it really exciting for me as well. If it wasn't as competitive as it is, then I wouldn't enjoy it as much. So the fact that every day there's somebody willing to compete with me makes it very exciting. Also, the reward you have for being a good poker player to reach at the top is very big, so that helps as well. Raise, we can call here. Pretty sure we have to call on the turn and then we can make up our mind on the river. One and done from Omar for rolls. Tourney G is sacrificing 1 Bitcoin for the poker community. Parasenkis is saying, I think the beauty of PLO is 250 plus big blind deep cash game. It's more exciting and it's less solved as well. So there's more room for interpretation, there's more room for creativity for sure. I generally don't really like 40 big blind deep poker. I have this poker puzzle bugging me. If we want to bluff profitable, we need villain to fold at least 50% to our pot size bets. But it needs to be right only 33% of the time to profitably bluff catch. So how do we figure out optimal bluff frequency? So on the river, when betting the pot, you want to hold 2 value hands versus 1 bluff. This is the most optimal frequency you can have against the machine, I guess. So if people start overfolding, you can definitely play around with these frequencies. So if you find that people are overfolding to your pot bet, it's fine to incorporate more bluffs. You don't want to go crazy, but maybe you want to go 1.8 times value and then 1.2 times bluff against people that overfold. That's something we're gonna explore in our session on the mid sticks. So yeah, here we want to defend roughly 60% of our checking range to the river. We're blocking 0 pairs on the board. So I think it's better to call a random 9 or another hand here than the kings, but yeah, definitely a nice run out for my opponent to bluff on. Nice bluff by Omar for us. Just use blockers and reads to adjust. You have to know what you're adjusting from though, so having a strong monker base is pretty important. I think we want to continue against a small size. Every draw on the book came in, so I think we can turn this hand into a bluff. It's exciting, but it can get a bit tiring at times, always competing every day. Sometimes I wish I could do something else, like selling fruits or something. Yeah, you can. But a census is right, you can do whatever you want to do, and if you have I wanted to say if you have a strong will and the motivation, you can become anything. That's obviously not true, but you can definitely do a lot within your means. I hate it when these Hollywood stars say anyone can do it, because I did it. Usually they were incredibly lucky throughout their careers and they don't really realize how much luck they had. Pick up a queen, no need to bet. We would like to take it to showdown. It's a full house now. A quick bet from Tourney. Sure what he's wrapping, but I think I have to raise here. I'm blocking spades. And it's a white call from Tourney. It's a very wide call. Okay, we're almost at 200 people tuning in. Don't forget to like the stream. That would definitely help with the visibility on YouTube. Share it with your friends, share it with poker enthusiasts. Soon we're going to play some rush and cash, exploit the mid stakes. Ezio is asking, are you going to play 1-2 on coin or GG? I'm going to play on GG because I think they have more liquidity as it comes to people who are playing. Let's see, rush and cash. There's 45 people in the pool. And I don't think Coinpoker has rush and cash. Maybe it's something I should discuss with them. $5,000 people online there now. That's definitely some kind of record. Hey Vinny, how would you approach playing crazy PLO 5? Did it say bomb pot? Crazy PLO 5 double board games. Would you buy in deep or shallow and try to run it up? Like playing poker with a smaller stack versus deeper stacks pre-flop, I think in general, if you are holding the smaller stack, you'll outcompete the bigger stacks. For the reason that you can put your money in, and then the bigger stacks, they still have to compete against each other, so they will deny each other's equity, which is favorable for you as a short stack. So yeah, I guess you want to be short stacked if there's a lot of deep stacks at the table. I'm going to start with the check here. Limp. Small bets. Take it down. Limp raise. Aces. I think we're calling here with the ace queen 6-6. Something PLO players really struggle with, defending enough hands against small sizes. Not sure how they got it in, but must be the less money Tourney had. All need more value in our check back ranges. Yeah, that's a big problem people have at the mid stakes. Dan is saying hopefully he plays on GG. Tourney misclicked there. You made some questionable plays on that table with the flush as well. We're just running extremely hot once again on Sunday. I think we can limp here. Fold here. And Omaha can have the table. He's sitting at 2, but I'm sure he'll give me action. He's not afraid. Okay, the 2k is starting soon as well. Let's fire up one table of PLO. Let's see how that looks. 24 big blinds. One, two, baby. Okay, we're shoving open-ended overpair. Get the folds. So here I feel like I have plenty of ace fours, 4-6. We have two people that checked both on the flop and on the river. Quick call from GG Bravo, so must be ace 4, 8-3. Nice call. The first piece of advice that I would give to people is never to use the auto fold button. The rake on these tables is quite high, so you want to play every hand very intensely. So imagine if your win rate is after rake is 2 big blinds. I'm not sure if it's possible, but imagine if it's 2 and we bump it up to 3, it's a 50% increase in win rate. One thing we're going to do is we're going to try and play as many pots in position as possible. So this hand would normally not be a bluff without a heart, but I think it's fine. Just gonna go super hard against checking ranges. Auto checking, probably always folding there. I asked them on their Discord, but they said they don't have enough players to run it yet. Yeah, that's probably true, given that GG Poker only has 45 players in their player pool, 1-2. Here this is a hand, easy quick fold hand, but with a tight big blind here you want to open it always. Going to open ace queen 10-10 double suited. Have I played any live 5-card? I actually, it's a cool story. I've played some live cards, 5-card live in Barcelona in the private room there. Neymar was playing some no limit hold'em on the table behind me. I don't really get starstruck easily, but I have to say never in my life I have felt so bad for not asking somebody for a picture. Big bet, so we get out of the way. And small fields. Oh wait, any advice for cash game player for tournaments regarding ICM when also playing for bounties? Okay, so I'm going to give you some general advice on bounties. Per bounty, it's close, but this guy seems to be very tight in the big blind, so we open. I think we just want to see bet a lot here. He's probably gonna fold his deuces, his sevens. So per bounty you can stack off 5% wider. Per starting stack, per bounty you can stack off 5% wider. So if somebody loses half their chips, you can stack off 10% wider. As a rule of thumb, of course, it's not exactly these numbers. So if somebody has 2 bounties and 1 starting stack, it's also 10%. 2 bounties, 2 starting stacks, 5% again. So yeah, it's good to do a little bit of research on a certain field that you're playing in, structure that you're playing in, and in a small amount of time you can learn a lot actually. Going to see bet. World's greatest. 2, 3, 6, 7, 10. I think we just wanna pull bet here. The maximum pressure on this spot is very close. Fold. In a small field, pick your MTTs first often gets 3 times the second place. So there's a good reason to play much more aggressive, because it's more top heavy. That's a good point. Why not play heads up with Omaha? Challenge yourself to get better. It doesn't really work like that. If you want to challenge yourself to get better heads up, you study a ton of heads up. Then I play against Omaha for rolls for 1 hour and I study all the hands. It's not like I randomly play Omaha for rolls 200, 400 on stream and then I get better. Obviously playing Omaha for rolls on stream would be rather stupid. We call. Follows up on the turn and we fold. We have 208 people watching on YouTube, which must be some kind of record. Only 55 likes though. That's very disappointing. That's very disappointing. Here with the Jack 10. I think we're gonna bet small. Limp. Just bluff based on the fact that he was snap checking everything. The lead from Jockey. Open and a 3-bet. I'm going to go ahead and think Jockey. Of course we have Queen 9 to call here, Queen King. folding here, but this time we're gonna call it. Yeah, it's pretty standard. Good line from him. Oh fuck, I guess we can buy in again. We enter. Okay. Okay, we're back. We are back. You'll see Neymar again, dude, don't worry. So here when the flush comes in on the turn, we can do a lot of betting. Not sure where it is. A $4 bet here. Raised. So far we get crushed on the 200 PLO. Dude is a degen, he won't start playing poker anytime soon. No, I don't think so either. Okay, beautiful flop. So yeah, first advice on 200 zoom would be not to use the quick fold too much. Sometimes you do it in the small blind and then it's a hand that you should be playing if everybody folds. So people are playing a lot of tables in these pools usually, so I think you can earn a lot of money from playing hands very intensely. Start with a check. Bet for value. Protection. Bet the queens. We're blocking hero calls, ace and 10. Could have jacks, of course. Hit that like button, you fucking nits. Exactly. Brandon plays poker, hitting the nail on its head. It's free. It's good. It's sexy. It supports the channel. Queen 10 to pair with a club blocker. Opponent has how many blinds? It's a close spot. That's weird, huh? Super weird line. Well, one of the rules I told you guys is overfolding against bets. So on this river we're going to fold, but feels like I'm blocking the hands that he's wrapping. Get 1 million. Play it, sir. No auto top up. Okay, I'll put it on. Let's see. It's GG Poker software, just super goated. It's so good. Some nice advice coming in from the chat. Little heads up about those blind versus blind spots. When they insta check like that, it means they already fast folded the hand. Any bet you win the pot 100%. So we're going to be on the lookout for that. Okay, we wake up with the double set aces on the rush and cash on GG Poker. We flop a overpair gut shot and double backdoor net flush draw. I think most of the time we want to be calling. And this is funny, funny turn. So leading is weird, I guess, on mid stakes even more than on high stakes. But this ace is so good for our range. I think we want to lead quite a bit. This hand included. Charging his jack 10 or the flush draw or something. This run out is pretty terrible. Igor bluffed us allegedly. Wow, look at this value. 10-3. That's very. How do we say that? It's a wide range. Okay, we want to start tagging people. Bluff chart from Igor, feels great. Well done, sir. Are you invited to the exclusive tables on GG? 50-100 running, 5 Russians at the table. Unfortunately, I'm not yet invited to the GG Poker games. It's a work in progress. Going to try my best to get my invite at some point, but so far no dice. Okay, Rake for you, playing PLO 500 to 2k on GG, 100k hands now. Really unsure if I beat the Rake. Especially on PLO 500, it's 10 BB, 100 plus, and rakeback is bad because of PVI. What kind of rake structure on rakeback on Coinpoker? It's quite a bit better on Coinpoker. You get 30% rakeback roughly, and the rake is 3 or 4 big blinds per 100 hands. So from a rake point of view, Coinpoker is a lot better. Obviously more traffic on GG Poker. Dan is saying 33% 10% rake back on coin every Monday. I think you get it right as you leave the table, so you don't have to wait. Is your limping range on small blind polar? I mostly play in anti games, so I'm sure my my limping range is off quite a bit in this structure. What probably happens in this pool is that people overfold their big blind, so you can open a little bit more. And they probably are too passive when you limp, so you can limp a little bit more. So that's my starting point. That's my starting point. While you are watching, feel free to give the stream a little like. Really helps with the algorithm. To be honest, this pool seems pretty good. A lot of high VPIPs. It's definitely better than the PokerStars pools that I used to play back in the day. I think we can just let this go. The 4 deuce combo is very bad. Ace 10 7 for single suited. It's probably a little bit too wide, but I'm going to do it anyway for the stream. Is the time to order some food? Isn't that the GTO line? We are streaming now for 2 hours, so we'll have to wait a little bit for the food. Maybe in 2 hours. It's gonna be a long stream. If people are interested in seeing me play mid stakes. Tourney with the defend in the big blind, 9-5-5-3. And like this could be a limp. But as you can see, when we open, we get an easy fold. So this hand is quite nice to defend. All these people have high cards, most likely. And then when the flop is low, we can represent straights pretty easily. Multi-way pots, we want to size small a lot. We continue with the 7-4. Get min re-raised. Usually indicates strength. For showdown. So far we've been getting rinsed at the mid stakes. But it's okay. Chip in a chair. For pre-flop you probably want to study it in Monka Solver. You have Monka Trainer where you can simulate certain spots. Pedro Gonzalez, hi Derek, hope you're doing well. Noticed on one of your recent videos you were in what seemed to be Lisbon returning from Monaco. Do you live here in Portugal? I do not, sir, but I definitely enjoy staying in Lisbon every now and then. Brian saying, yes sir, love you Vinny, in a straight way, no homo, much appreciated. Even if it was not in a straight way, everyone's welcome here. Easy open from the button. I'm quite excited to play a lot of hands in this rush and cash format. We have a 2K tournament coming on. This is close. Poker, maybe we have something there. Open his hand. Snap call from take it easy. Interesting. Ace king 10 jack. We missed the board pretty heavily. No, show the love for the great game of PLO by hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you, sir, for being my hype man. Believe in you. Just wanted to say pretty cool stream and explanation. We're going to go even more in depth, hoping to give back a little bit to the PLO community. Some free information, no need to pay. But feel free to share the stream with a couple of friends. Question from Cordy: when opening white in a loose passive pool, is it good or bad to overfold to 3 bets? Yeah, you want to overfold against tight ranges. I mean, it really depends on your hand. For instance, holding an ace when you're getting 4 bet is terrible. I think we want to bet here. We have 2 pair and double backdoor and a good shot. If you look at Monko, which is the most important solver out there, the outputs will tell you that most of the time when you're holding a lot of equity, you want to be betting. Your slow plays will come from hands where you completely block the board. You have it on complete lockdown. But in general, in position, we're betting our strong hands almost always. Same with raising strong hands. The strongest hands that we have, we tend to raise even against bets. And if you feel like your opponents are folding all the time, whenever you're raising, then you can add a couple of bluffs. I mean, you should have bluffs always, but add a couple of extra bluffs. We're going all in with the ace 10, 6, 8. 38%, 0%. This is the 4th bullet that we're going to fire off. Hopefully this doesn't happen to us in the Bahamas. Those blinds are quite a bit bigger. Here, a pair and a flush draw, we should always defend it against a smaller size. Very tempting to fold on those ace high boards. People really struggle to call enough there. Does show up with the bluff, maybe a hand that he wants to bet twice. Yo Dirk, thanks for streaming again. Mid stakes is interesting. Regarding Monker, do you have any advice on how to learn to use it? Can you run it locally or do you rent a server? It's tough to run it on your computer unless you have a very strong one, depending on what kind of game tree you're trying to solve. So if you're trying to solve heads up, it's probably fine on your own computer. But 6 max spots and stuff becomes quite tough. So it's probably best to get Monker and rent the server, yeah. Okay. Here we're just gonna bet small with a big chunk of our range. I'm not sure how small we can go here. And we're back with some high stakes action. Okay, super thin bet for the stream. Same hand. Okay, we're gonna sit out here. Open this hand. We got the 6-8. Okay, sitting out, we're gonna play a game where the big blind is as big as the buy-in of last game. Okay, thanks for the reply. Good luck on the tables. Lisbon is an amazing city, but the recent wave of immigration created some challenges for the natives. Hopefully things will improve. Yeah, it's crazy what happened with real estate in Lisbon. The prices have gone super high. To a point that for local Portuguese people it's almost impossible to live in their own capital. Guess I'm part of the problem, but I think the real solution lies in the government changing the system. Ones here with 5-7. Check with a flush draw. Strong hand, white isolate. Jack, A3. Genius, or good evening, Derquinho. What do you think of the Coinpoker newest cash game championship? Yeah, I think it's great. I think it gives the people something to watch. It gives the high stakes, no limit hold'em players a reason to play. I would love to see a similar thing for pot limit Omaha, but not sure if that is in the works. Take it down. I think we can bluff this hand. Holding a 7, blocking the nuts. And we have a backdoor nut flush draw. The 6 should be good for Sam. And on this ace we can check it down if Sam decides to check. It's quite tough to not have a hand here, but we'll see. That 5, 8, 7, nice bet with Sam. Maybe I should at least think a little bit longer there, but here we step. Fur flashes saying, how do you find the motivation to play PLO 200 at the same time as playing 20k PLO? I mean, it's not always easy, but I think we want to 4-bet here. Against Sam we're not folding, but pretty dead against aces. Flop a king. It's fucking crazy how good I run. Another one to finish it off. Couple ones here, hoping for a 6. Tempting to raise. I just think it's not good enough. So yeah, the reason obviously that the YouTube channel has potential a potential to give me another stream of income, and I'm not talking about the channel itself. It will not yield much money at all, but me being able to play in soft games. So that helps with my motivation. Yeah, Genius, it's only for no limit hold'em. Muscle86 is saying, hi, is it allowed to play with poker tracker software at Coinpoker? I don't think so, but you can download your hand histories after your session. Open 3-bet from Oma for rolls. Pretty deep now. Can continue here. Super pretty 3-betting hand. I think I can just bet pot here. Generate the most fold equity as possible. Imagine him folding a king. It would be amazing. Time to change your Instagram bio. By the way, poker is no longer declining. I completely agree. This is my old Instagram. I will link you to my new Instagram. Going to lead here. Four kings. I guess the hand is coming in now. Yeah, must be nice. Nice hand. Would you consider living in Brazil permanently? Do you like it? Is it safe or not? I have lived in Brazil for a long time, 2 years in total, and I really loved it. It's safer than you think, probably. A lot of people that say it's unsafe, they have never been there. But you need to know where to go and not to go at what times, and then you're super fine. But of course, if you compare it to Western countries, the crime numbers and stuff are quite high, quite crazy. But a lot of that crime is concentrated in certain areas where you don't go to as a tourist. I think we can fold after Sam calls. King 7 double suited. What's the music, Venny? It's I think we start with a limp here. Limp re-raise. If we get the chance. Start with a bet. Ben CB is playing now in Coinpoker with a live tracker. Is he streaming at the moment? That's crazy. If he is, it's probably allowed, but yeah, I'm not sure. Let me check. Ben CB Twitch. I'm watching Ben now. Let's see what he's doing. He's got 1100 people watching. We only have 200. A measly 200. It's definitely close. Oh, nice step from Sam. Omar for rolls plays so quick as well. It's super crazy. Okay, I have the Ben CB stream open, so I'll keep you guys posted. Delta 3 queens. Easy fold. Oh, big all in here in the tournament. .3 times starting stack. Call, I think. Sounds the spicy value, but it's this guy pretty hard, but not going anywhere. Don't get there. Run bad at the low stakes or run hot at the high stakes. That's how we do it here. Defending King Jack 6-6. Little stab. Okay. upset. We're all in. After this much of a pass, we probably want him to call. A flush draw he would snap call, I think. It's aggressive call, as we might say. Sure about this overlimp. Might be a nice board to start representing kings. Going for the whole enchilada. Speak a little bit of Portuguese, but mostly Brazilian Portuguese. Fernando is saying, why do you live in Brazil for 2 years if you don't mind me asking? I think it's one of the best places in the world to live, Rio de Janeiro. I really enjoyed living there and I miss it a lot till this day. Beautiful weather, beautiful city, beautiful people as well. I would love to go back. When are you back on GG? Want to bluff you again? Take it easy, Igor. Yeah, my heads up tables are always open. You can come and join them. What's your plus today? It's right around 100k. That's not allowed. Who is Shank Duffner? If I can tell. You should pay someone to add comments and edit your stream's description and shit. Make it more professional and shit. Just a suggestion. Yeah, it's coming. Not needed. It's coming, but taking everything on my own pace. I mean, I've been spending more time on the social media stuff than I intended to do. But it's coming. Damir Mulacic is saying, made a minus EV decision and hoped underrolled in 200 rush, so bought in with 20 BB hoping to play a few hands against you. Not sure if this is a correct defense. Missed you, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry bro. Raise here, not sure about the size. go even smaller. And 6 deuce. Feels very tight to fold here. Still feels like the right thing to do. Yeah, sorry Damir, I'll be back and make sure you can make some more minus EV decisions. Got 202 people tuning in. Thanks everyone for watching. That's a pretty good number. Let's see if we can make it something special today. The plan was to, I think we can bluff raise here. 83 likes, thanks everyone for pushing the video. We have this 1k tournament, we have a 2k tournament waiting. People tuning in, unbelievable. Let's pump those numbers up even more. I really want to do some Russian cash as well. Feels very degen. Do it. While playing high stakes. Okay, let's not do it. It's a pretty bad idea. I'll do it after the high stakes. I'll do it after the high stakes. Can edit the 2k. Why the hell not? Chatbox here, webcam here. Sam has no time for MTTs. Probably close because all these guys are having high cards, but prefer to play a hand with a gap on the top side. How nice would it be to win the hand with this bet? If club comes, we can represent the flush. Spade can still come. Wow, very interesting line from Sam. Easy fold now. Happy with the limp, so we raise. Back to net straight, not super cool play. live. Very strong player. Alex is saying hi and good luck. Thank you, sir. Walter is asking, do you get full rake back on coin? I do not. Maximilian Gaugal is saying guten Abend, Bruder. Get squeezed by Maha. Quick check. Get to step here. Not super sure what I'm representing, but expecting some leads here from Omaha. Ace 10 is definitely a hand that comes to mind when you check call there. So we have an easy fold now. Queen and 10 ace, plate. Call here once. Lead. We're out of the solver. Interesting. We lead small again. To get some water quickly. Oh, big pots. Let's see what happens in this one. For also the best hand wins the all-in. So for Rolls Classic. Such a crusher, it's insane. And we come back to find the aces in a squeeze spot. That's nice. Okay, I not the best flop, but not going anywhere. Ooh, 80%. That's not bad. Double suited aces, flat call from the small blind. That's interesting. I would raise there myself, but who am I? Who am I? Check again. Check again. Can I play this hand? Don't know, but I will. What's the Twitch stream link? I cannot find it. It's VVV1993. But YouTube is fine. Hishab Rawat is saying hi, good luck. Walter is saying thanks for the stream, enjoyed a lot, keep going. Xixi is saying something that I don't understand. Dirk, next time you're in Lisbon, try a restaurant called Pam Pam Keju Keju in Belém. Great menu, vegan friendly. The sauce they make for the fries is orgasmic. I will put it on my list. I will put it on my list. Fold in the big blind. Do we want to stab here with this hand? I think this one in particular we're just gonna give up. Okay, it's time for the first semi-mukbang. We've got some YoPro. It's a new addiction of mine. 25 grams of protein. We're on the last month of my bulk. I went from 68 kilograms to almost 80 kilograms. In 18 months, so it's not that impressive, I guess, but still gained a lot of weight. And I will start my cut in January. Liam Kavanagh is asking Dirk, who is the best player at high stakes preload at the moment? Well, it must be Gucci Nike, also known as Sanita. Got to check raised his hand. Avi with the 3-bet. We fold. And here we have a bet and a raise, so we get the money in with the best hand. The same hand. Open weak aces from the button. Check, we can bet. Check it down. I think a small bet is in order here. Going to open the ace king. Against the 3-bet we can fold, I think. What the fuck is Omaha for all secret sauce? Does he know something other people don't? I mean, he's just the best at what he does. He played so many hands, high stakes, runs well at the right moments. So overall, very tough opponent to play against. We limp with the kings on the top left table. And here we bet as a bluff. Double back the flush draw. We get 2 colors, so we're going to give up on our bluff. And here the flop comes ace jack deuce, which favors his range. And we're gonna get the money in if he decides to bet. Here we turn our hand into a bluff. We get 2 folds, that's nice, and we're all in with 38%, only 75 now, and we win the all in. That's nice. We have a proper stack in the tournament now. Would you say you are in the top 10 best PLO players in the world? I would say so, yes. Especially when it comes to earnings this year, so depends a little bit on what metric you're using, but on most metrics it's a yes. Rogério Fernandes is a very enthusiastic Brazilian person. Where are you from, Rogério? Liam is asking, who did he say was best? I didn't hear. Sanita, also known as Gucci Nike. It's the guy who's playing against Berry Sweet at the moment. We fold on the bottom table. Sanita 5-5, exactly. There's only one Sanita. We have open from Jockey under the gun. Strong hand in the big blind. We call and see if we connect, which we don't. Jockey checks back. It's very interesting. I think we can bet here. We're holding both 8s. That makes the likelihood of our opponent having 10-8 lower. Here we actually have some showdown value against the 10, for instance. Bet again against Mars, or it goes all in. We have the best hand for now, but he does hit the full house on the river. Hey Shab, Rawat is saying, hey, do you know any high stakes players who smoke weed regularly and play? What about you? I don't smoke weed regularly and I don't use it when I play. I think it's very bad to smoke and play. It's probably not beneficial. If you want to use something while playing, it's probably better to resort to other stimulants. Okay, here we're gonna bluff on the left hand table. We get a fold. $235 people tuning in on YouTube. We're flipping 42%, 20%, and we lose. So we lose 2 all-ins. But we're still in the tournament. Those were pretty important though. We limp this hand. Someone in the big blind can put a lot of pressure on us, so I think limping outperforms raising. Liam is asking, where can I watch Barry versus Gucci Nike? They have been playing on PokerStars. On this flop, I'm going to take the lead. If we manage to make him fold a naked overpair, that's pretty cool. He goes in pretty quickly, so has the net straight. Is king 10-5 rainbow. Might be a thing. So we lose 3 all-ins in a row. So all of a sudden we're short stacked in this tournament. That's how quickly it can go. We open and we get the 3-bet. We're not folding. It's not a very good situation at all. He does have the aces. We're out of the tournament. That's how quickly it can go. We fired quite a few bullets. Okay, we go back to a 2-table layout. And when the high stakes stop, I hop into the Russian cash. Okay, the chat is heading into a direction that I don't necessarily want to head into. Oh boy. I was more thinking Adderall, that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily think my favorite drink is going to help you out while playing poker. Yes, Sam Jazzykin's broke after you took his money last week. Well, he's playing here, so he's not broke. Over limp. Flop pretty decent. Going to take a stab with 3 spades. It's unlikely that our opponents have spades, which makes it less likely for them to continue. Sam with a quick check call. This turn I think we can check and realize our equity. Take the 6 to showdown, but obviously most of the time we're losing. Pretty happy with my line there. What happened to rush and cash? Not rush and cash, rush and cash. We played for a bit and then the high stakes popped up, so it didn't make sense to continue. We'll hop back in as soon as this table stops. $240 people tuning on YouTube. It must be some sort of a record. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Ace queen, 10-8 hand. It's a perfect squeezing hand. So that's what we're gonna do. This is not a board we want to see bet too often. We don't hold diamonds, so I think checking is the best way to go. I'm hoping for our opponents to check as well. Quick checks by Sam. Surely Shank can start stabbing with a big range of hands here. 9 on the river. Quick check again by Sam. Probably a good time to empty the clip if you don't have a good hand. Doesn't do it. Sam had deuce 3, 6, 7. So he's opening very and calling very wide at the moment. It's good to know. How much edge do you? It's annoying. Have to fold here. How much edge do the top 10 rakes have over each other, and how much edge do you think do rakes and mid stakes have over each other compared to high stakes? It's your question is a bit too broad. So when Sanita is playing against Omaha rolls, which are both in the top 5, the differences are still huge, which is super crazy to realize. So I think those edges are comparable in mid-stakes. There's very strong mid-stakes players, and then there's people that are just hanging on there. This 2K tournament has been rather uneventful. We don't interact with the board at all. So we're going to start with a check. Shank bets big. Nice hand to bluff with. Slow couple of hands. I think we can defend here at the stacked depth. Probably very close. My frost leaves the table. It's probably not bad for our bottom line. Start with a call. Lead small here. Get kicked out of the 2K tournament, so we're gonna rebuy. Bad call. Who are these guys in the Tourney G game? Are you familiar with their in real life names? Are you talking about the No Limit Hold'em games? You have to be more specific. Come on, guys. Come on, huh? Liam Kavanagh O'Mafaros is one of the best poker players in the world. Probably the poker player that won the most money online ever. Turn is bad for us, so we will fire again. Third time for 2k. We fired the 1k 5 times. Starting to get a bit of a headache, so hopefully we can fight that with some paracetamol. If not, the stream will be a bit shorter than anticipated. Yeah. So we have some Lotus cookies, huh? Not sure, against a limp, I think we just should raise here. can bet on the 10th here. 667.50. Some new questions. Who did you think about Hilary Sahami's PLO? Is he a big fish? Yeah, nowadays for sure, but back in the day he did quite well, apparently. Crypto Ars is saying, hi sir, love your stream. You think it's reasonable to start with like 200 bucks at the micro stakes and grind your way up? Or like some say the micros are a waste of time. I think you should skip the micros. Find yourself a role for 200 PLO or something, stakes where people take it seriously, and then take it from there. It's called Tourney G's VIP. I thought that was pretty specific. But who is Shank nor is Jazzy Tricket? I mean, it's the Tourney game VIP table, but he was also playing a lot of No Limit Hold'em today. Maybe not anymore. But I don't think these people want me to out their screen names. And Jazzy is not Sam Trickett, no. Going to bet because we're holding the ace of diamonds, so we should generate a lot more folds, and we have some options on turns to bluff. We have a decent bit of equity with his hand. Easy fold when raised. Have you ever played against Isildur? If yes, what do you think about his play? I mean, maybe back in the day he was good at poker, but at the time that I played him, he was already kind of washed up, I think. Possible to get an all-in EV graph from Coin. Yeah, not in the session, but maybe at the end of the year I'll post my results on Twitter. So keep an eye out for that. Which player have you lost the most money to